So as August draws to a close, we continue to celebrate women who are doing extraordinary things despite the circumstances. It's not very often that young entrepreneurs empower others to lead purposeful and successful businesses, especially when the failure rate of small, medium and micro enterprises is so high. Research by the University of the Western Cape shows that between 70 and 80% of SMMEs do not make it to their fifth year. Yeah, I know all about that, I really do. Xoliswa Moraka, however, runs her mobile kitchen and helps other aspiring entrepreneurs, is with us to tell us a little bit more about her business. It is so good to have you on the program. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you so much, Leanne. I appreciate you hosting me today.
Yeah, listen, we appreciate you being with us because I think your story may just help a lot of other people that are in a difficult situation, wanting to get businesses off the ground or just struggling at this time. So you have a mobile kitchen. Talk to us about it. How did you start your business and what is it exactly that you do?
So I run two businesses. The first one is the mobile kitchen, which is Xoliswa Kitchen, which really is a gourmet street food business. We sell burgers and we sell them at events, but mostly I think my mission business is Collect for Growth, a business that I created to support other entrepreneurs to thrive in their businesses. And because I'm a strategist by profession, so I work to support entrepreneurs to thrive and to live life more purposefully. And I think for me, that's what I call my mission business. This is a business that I believe I was here to do and to as part of my own life's purpose and as part of my own life's pursuits.
Yeah, I mean, all of this did not happen without challenges, no doubt. What kind of challenges have you been through?
I think the first one is obviously as a first generation entrepreneur in my household, there isn't a manual on how do you start a business and how do I grow it. I've always known people in my community. I come from Alec. And everyone in my community starts a business of some sort, but their businesses have always been survivalist. It was about putting food on the table. And having been exposed to businesses that are growing beyond survivalist, businesses that are growing to scale and create jobs and make a meaningful impact in the economy, I was quite interested in finding ways to build my business in that frame. And for me, that journey had been difficult in terms of not knowing where to go and who do you engage with and how do you find the right support to build such a business. And for me, it was just the commitment to it. I've been in this game for over 12 years. And I think in the last couple of years, things are coming up. The business is growing. The business is building up. But it's been commitment, and just being consistent on the goal and what it is that I'm trying to achieve and do with my business and the work that I have set out to do.
What about support? You know, this is one thing that a lot of small businesses and people explain, that there's no support out there. So when you're self-employed, whether it be from government, from the private sector, or even individuals, what help is out there? And have you received help during this journey, or did you find that it's kind of, I got to help myself here?
I think I don't agree with the fact that there isn't support. There is a lot of support in the ecosystem. We just don't know what support we want. So most entrepreneurs would, particularly the ones that I would engage with, is they want money, but there isn't clarity on what it is that they are doing that will enable them to access money from investors. So for me, I think the first support or the first level of effort that one has to do is to clarify what it is that they are doing, why they are doing this business, and what value are they offering, what problem are they solving, and then going out and saying, who are the people that are interested in this particular issue that I can engage and partner with. So for me, I think it's just, we also need to take accountability as entrepreneurs to say, what is it that I offer and who do I need to engage with? Because there's a lot of support in the ecosystem. It's just understanding how do I unlock that support.
Yeah, you know, there's also the issue that you are helping other businesses. How exactly do you do that? What's the kind of support that you lend to other businesses?
I'm a strategist, and my work is to, one, help entrepreneurs clarify their purpose, why did they create this business? Number two, to help them set specific goals of what they want to achieve, because most people will register a company and believe they're in business, but you are in business when you are in service. So the minute you start getting to a point where there's value exchange for your product and services for money with your intended customers, then you're in business. And my job is to really get them to be at that point and to focus on building that business from just a one-man show to a business that can create jobs, a business that can scale, a business that can really add value in the economy. And that's my job.
Just the lockdown, however, I mean, this has affected many businesses. And I must say, it's one thing that breaks my heart is driving through the streets of Johannesburg. I haven't, since the lockdown, I haven't left Joburg, actually. So, I've just looked around and seen so many doors closed and, during the lockdown, and they've never opened again. But for you and other young entrepreneurs in your circle, how are these current circumstances affecting them?
Sure. It's heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking. And a lot of businesses, even with my clients, a lot of them have had to close down because, they could not sustain. There is a reality that we don't have the right systems, the right cash flow. We have not built businesses to sustain, businesses that could scale. And also, the reality is a lot of businesses have failed, but a lot of businesses have come out. A lot of young people have started new businesses. So there's been challenges, but also opportunities for people. So for me, I think it's been heartbreaking, but also encouraging to see just how this lockdown has created opportunities, because entrepreneurship is about solving problems, and most entrepreneurs have found themselves in a position to solve the current problems that we are facing. And the ones that are closing, I think for me, it's just finding out, how do I reinvent myself? How do I innovate? If I still want to be in the same industry, how do I pick myself up to build a better equipped business? And also, if I want to change the industry, I would have built up the skills to set up a new business. So for me, it's been a balanced environment in some form. It's heartbreaking. You can't take that away, because livelihoods have been threatened, businesses have closed down, and lives have changed as a result of this pandemic.
It certainly has, but I think you are one person who is shining a light on it, and your optimism is shining through. And by the way, I love the books you're reading in the background. I'm having a look at them, so I can see where you get your inspiration from as well, inside books and then, of course, on the ground as well. Keep doing your great work. It's wonderful talking to you. Xoliswa Moraka, the founder of Xoli's Kitchen and Collab for Growth, talking to us about how she succeeded as we continue to celebrate female achievers in August. Quick break. We'll see you after this.